Hi, welcome.
She said, well, this would be a perfect place for kittens and candles.
Most franchises are built around speed and scale, but in the case of Wicks and Whiskers, it's built around experience.
So during the pandemic, we, like everyone else, were kind of evaluating life.
After leaving the military, Brian Perry and his wife weren't just looking for a business, they were looking for meaning.
We wanted to kind of do something different. Well, she got into candle making. We ran across an investor who was willing to invest in us. And as we were looking around, and literally we went to Ohio, we went to New York, we went to Delaware, we went all over the place, South Carolina, to look for a place to land to start it, because it needed to have enough population and the right kind of vibe and everything in order to get the very first one up and running. And I kind of look at her, okay, all right, and I swear, seconds later, she said, we'll call it Wicks and Whiskers.
But the first thing you guys are going to do is you're going to create your signature scent.
Location, 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 and time.
Find a couple that you like and we can experiment with the blend. Okay, all right, great. Grab your pens and your clipboards and let's head on back to the scent wall.
As the first location, Charlotte has become the testing ground, especially as they begin franchising.
When you're the first one of the franchise, you don't necessarily know the seasonality and how to adjust for that and to make sure that your finances and workforce and everything like that are all kind of aligned in order to make it work. But the challenge with us is, again, we have two different kinds of business structures that we're trying to meld together and make kind of work, right? And many times there'll be times where we just get nothing but kitten people. And other times people, like corporate events and things like that, they just want to do the candles.
Two businesses, one space, and an unlimited number of lessons along the way.
Our chief goal is not necessarily revenue, but experience. We want people to have a good experience.
Put your little stick here and take a whiff and see what you think of the blend.
Right? Because you are kind of spending a couple of hours potentially here, right? And we want to have fun making the candles and figuring it all out and being like, little scientist for 30 minutes or so, right? And then come and play with kittens and have fun doing that, right? And it being an experiential sort of business as much as it is, selling candles that are already pre-made or selling just come and hang out with kittens and things like that.
People don't just leave with a product, they leave with something they made.
And so as we franchise out, we want to make sure and emphasize that it's all about the experience as much as anything else.
If you'd like to add a snowflake, I think I have 2 left.
One of the things that we came up with that we're going to explore next year is working with the county and the foster homes and open up, like say, instead of being closed on Christmas, let's open up in the afternoon and just have a free time for foster kids to come in and hang out with kittens. Stuff like that, people that have children that are developmentally disabled and things like that, have a special day of the month that they can come in for free and just hang out with the kittens and kind of get to know that thing. So it's that kind of being able to be a part of the community and not just sucking the money out of it, but putting life back in.
From foster programs to accessibility-focused events, community is built in the model and into the future franchise vision.
It actually is going to require you to have a heart. You're dealing with babies, right? Or in our case, we're dealing with fosters. And things like Fosters Loving Fosters program, where the foster kids come in and hang out with foster kitties. That's the kind of thing that it will be kind of expected. The fundamental difference is not so much focusing on the wallet as you are the heart.
This isn't fast franchising, it's human. Life in the animals, the memories, and the moments people take home. Maybe the future of franchising isn't about doing more, but about doing it with heart.